Well, there was a bit of a nightmare forecast on this program last Friday where the respected economist Warren Hogan suggested that there could be as many as 3 rate rises by the end of the year. Let's carry that conversation on with Peter Switzer now, the founder of the Switzer Report, to see what he makes of it all. Pete, good morning to you. So happy Monday to you. Yeah, maybe 3 rate rises this year. Do you agree with Warren Hogan?
No, I don't. And let me say, Warren has been right.
Yeah, he's got form.
Right. But I've known Warren for probably 3 decades. He hasn't always been, the greatest tipster, and a lot of economists are in exactly the same boat. They get it right for a while and they get it wrong. The important thing is, Pete, we have to watch the run of economic data. And all this started because last week we got the March CPI. It was up 1% rather than 0.8%. But the overall annual rate did fall. But, you always have to look at the most recent inflation numbers. The thing is this, the majority of economists still don't agree with Warren. I think Capital Economics has come out and said, yes, rates should go up. I think the RBA will wait and see the data over the next 3 months. And I do suspect that we will see the economy slowing down. I think inflation will still be trending down by the time we get to November. And November Cup Day is another RBA meeting. And I think it's a good bet that we will actually see a cut in November, because I do think the economy is slowing.
Okay, so you're still of the view there'll be a cut this year. Will there be a rise at all? Would you be discounting at least 1 rise?
Look, Pete, 1 rise would be a possibility, but we'd have to we'd have to see that the June quarter CPI was a real worry. Like if it was still 1%, you could probably see that. You'd have to. Unemployment would not be rising, and that's kind of the critical thing, Pete. History has shown as unemployment rises in Australia, inflation trends down. And I think there's about 3 months of really important data to watch, and calls now that there should be 3 interest rate rises. The data is not there for that kind of bold call from Warren.
He did put a caveat on that, though. He said, it may well turn out not to be true, but that he was just going off the data that he was running on at that particular point. Now, I did say to him, mate, 3 rate rises, that's going to break the economy. Surely that's recession territory. And he said, no, that wouldn't be the case. How would you feel about that?
I think it would really knock the economy for 6. Pete, the phone calls I got from Friday till even Sunday, people asking me if I thought rates were going to rise. It's an indication that a lot of people, particularly in the AB demographic, who are really worried that they've borrowed a lot of money, interest rates have gone up 13 times, they're really feeling the pressure. And I think, Pete, the budget in 2 weeks' time, that's going to be really important as well. It takes 3 weeks' time. That's going to be really important as well, because tax cuts are going to come along, and that could actually hurt the inflation fight. So there's a lot of politics, there's a lot of economics, but I would say you cannot be 100% certain there's going to be a rate rise.
Yeah, I mean, I remember putting out the Treasurer time and time again over the extra money that people are going to have in their pocket from July 1. He said it wouldn't be inflationary. He said that over and over again. It wouldn't be inflationary. I don't know how it wouldn't be, but anyway, we shall see. Final one here on Wall Street turned positive on Friday, Pete, so that's going to feed into today here.
Yeah, Will. Our market's supposed to be up 24 points. They actually got a reasonable PCE inflation number. Fed watches that fairly carefully. Also, economic growth did fall in the US during the week. So I think there's a feeling that, the data is heading in the right direction. By the way, this week we see those big job numbers in the US. That's going to be critical for both inflation outlook and the stock market. And here in Australia, we've got retail building, cost of living indexes as well. So the whole thing is all about data drops. And I really like it, Pete, because we economists become far more important in that kind of environment.
Data, baby. I love it, Pete. Talk to you soon.